Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are fine. And today I have come a very interesting topic. Today actually I will discuss about a very important case which often asked in our examinations. And uh, but before talking about the case, I will talk about the two articles which are mentioned at the top of the screen. You can see over there. Right to freedom of expressions under Article 19 Clause 1 Subclause A. Actually, this article provides right to speech and expressions of every citizens. As you must be knowing very well about this articles, and I will be discussing about the Article 21, which provides the right to life and personal liberty, and right to privacy is not specifically mentioned in under Article 21, though it has been interpreted by the Supreme Courts in various laws. So, right to privacy is enumerated in our fundamental rights. So, both these articles and both these rights have been the fundamental rights. So, and these both rights I have discussed about in this case. So, this case is known as R. Raja Gopal versus State of Tamil Nadu 1994, and this case is also known as the Auto Shankar case. Before letting you know the fact of the case, I will discuss about who are the petitioners, who are the respondents and accused. So first of all, you just throw the cursor glance that who are the petitioners. Petitioners means there is a Tamil magazines whose name is Nekren. So on behalf of the Tamil magazines, his editors, associate editors and printers and publishers, they all are the petitioners on behalf of the Tamil magazines. Who are the respondents? Respondents are the states of Tamil Nadu, the Inspector General of Jail and the Superintendent of Jail. And who was the accused? Accused was the Auto Shankar. So let's go to the fact of the case. Actually, I will let you know about the fact of the case that there was a auto rickshaw chalak whose name is Auto Shankar. He was convicted of 6 murders and was sentenced to death. When he was in jail, he wrote his autobiography and he wished that somebody must publish his autobiography in the magazine. So somehow he contacted the petitioners. Who are the petitioners? I have just told you. The petitioners is Tamil magazines. He contacted the Tamil magazines and Tamil magazines were ready to publish his autobiography in his magazines. But before publishing his autobiography, the Tamil magazine announced into the public that we are going to publish his autobiography. Okay, this thing came to know to the respondents. Respondent will be states and superintendents, sub-inspectors of the jail. So they somehow tried to force the accused Auto Shankar that to write a letter to the petitioners that they should not publish your autobiography. This will defame us and this will cause us for defamations, because it was being discussed that some of the top officials were also involved in that matter. So that's why they forced Shankar. Okay, so after knowing all these things, the petitioners approached to the Supreme Court under Article 32, which provides the constitutional rights, and they asked the Supreme Court that respondents, they are imposing the ban and they are imposing the restrictions on us not to publish Auto Shankar's autobiography. So they challenge that it is the violation of the fundamental rights of the Tamil magazines of freedom of expressions, as well as it is the violation of fundamental rights of the Auto Shankar's right to expressions. So they alleged that it is the violation of the fundamental right. So the question before that court was that whether the publication of autobiography was violating the right to privacy. So it was the question before the court that the publication of the autobiography of the Otto Shankar was violating the right of privacy of Otto Shankar or not. And the second question was whether the publication appears to be defamations of the respondent, means because it was being told in that case that some of the senior officials were also involved in the murder case, but it was not clear. So the so it was the question before the court that if the autobiography is going to publish, so this will cause the defamations of the respondents or not. And the third question is that whether the restrictions on prior publication was justified, means and isn't violating the right to freedom of expressions of Tamil magazines, means it means that the publication has not been yet made and it is going to be published, and before publishing the autobiography, whether the imposition or restrictions on prior publication is justified or not, means means the publication has not yet been done, but state is going to refrain them not to publish, so it is justified or not, and isn't violating the right to freedom of expressions or not. So the decision of the Supreme Court was very interesting. Supreme Court said that right to privacy, which is mentioned under Article 21, okay, is not expressively mentioned but is enumerated under the right to life and personal liberty. So the Supreme Court held that it should maintain right to privacy of the Vijay Shankar, means after publishing the autobiography of the Vijay Shankar, is it violating the right to privacy of Vijay Shankar or not? So Supreme Court held that it is not violating the right to privacy of the Vijay Shankar, and we should maintain the balance between right to privacy and right to expressions. Okay. Then the next is that the Supreme Court held that respondents don't have right, means state superintendents and police inspectors, they don't have right to impose the restrictions on proposed publications of autobiography, means autobiography has not yet been published and respondents, they are going to impose the publication, so it is not justified, so they are not, so they don't have right to impose such types of restrictions. And the third thing is that the court held that petitioners have a right to publish his autobiography, means the right, means petitioner is empowered to publish the autobiography from the records, okay, public records. But if the petitioner, and it is not the violation of right to privacy of the Otto Shankar, but if the petitioners beyond, go beyond the publications and write down his whole lifestyle, then it is the violation of right to privacy. It means that if the petitioners writes, publish the autobiography, it does not violate the right to privacy of the Vijay Shankar. But if the publication is in a such way that his whole story is mentioned there, then it violates the right to privacy of Vijay Shankar. And the next thing, the court held that the respondents have the right to sue. If there is the if there is the defamation from the publications of the Tamil magazine, then respondents have the right to sue. But before publication of the Tamil magazine, they don't have right to sue against the petitioners. It means that petitioners, respondents have also right to sue against the Tamil magazines. But once the once the autobiography has been published, before publishing the autobiography, they don't have right to sue against the petitioners. So I think it is sufficient for you, and if you like it, so you subscribe, and if you have any questions, so you just ask me.